Signing of the summer. It really is as simple as that. Regardless of what happens from here on in the transfer window, Arsenal have made the signing of the summer. Declan Rice landing at Arsenal to elevate the entire squad, but certainly that midfield is the signing of the summer. And Arsenal Football Club are currently winning the transfer window. The transfer window has a long way to go. And by the time it ends, there is a chance that Arsenal will not be leading that race. But what is guaranteed is that Arsenal have made the signing of the summer. Nothing can change that. Nobody can make a more perfect signing than Arsenal adding Declan Rice to their team. And I am gutted. Declan Rice is everything that Arsenal need, but he is also everything that my club need. And the fact that Chelsea released Declan Rice in 2013 is genuinely a heartbreaker. This, though, from Arsenal, it tells us who they are. It tells us what they are aiming to be, and it tells us what their ambitions are next season. They have gone and they have smashed to smithereens their former transfer record. They have gone out and they have made a statement of intent. They have signed one of the most coveted, one of the most brilliant and one of the most perfect midfielders that they could make. This is a resounding, forceful statement. Think about what they did last year. It went wrong. But for large portions of last season, Arsenal were sensational. They were the front runners. At various points, it genuinely looked like they were going to win the league. And I think what they have done is they've evaluated, they have felt the heartbreak, and they have said, we are going to do everything within our power to make sure that we go one better next year. And signing Declan Rice is the best that they can possibly do in the transfer market. There isn't a more perfect signing. There isn't a more obvious fit. There isn't a better way to elevate their entire team than signing Declan Rice. And they have gone out and they have done it. They have managed to prize Declan Rice from the clutches of a London rival when every top team in Europe would have been aware of Declan Rice. But they have managed to get him. And this is now a genuine worry because nobody has ever won the Premier League 4 times in a row. It hasn't happened. So, look, this City team are making history. They are unlike anything that we have ever seen before. But history has taught us that it's very unlikely that they will win it 4 times in a row. I believe they will. But if you are of an Arsenal persuasion, if you are Mikel Arteta, if you're involved in Arsenal at all, I think you'll be looking at this thinking, we are going to go for the jugular. We are going to do it. Will Manchester City be able to reimagine themselves again? Will they be able to reinvigorate themselves again? They are losing a lot of players. Kyle Walker has gone. The midfield, Bernardo Silva is potentially going to go. Riyad Mahrez is potentially going to go. There is a lot going on at Manchester City. And look, I don't see this as vulnerability. But I think Arsenal should. They shouldn't necessarily see it as vulnerability, actually. Let me roll that back. It isn't about vulnerability. It's about belief in their own brilliance. It's about belief in their own philosophy and belief in their own dominance. And signing Declan Rice truly makes me think that they are capable of doing it because all we have to do, just take a moment to think about what Declan Rice will bring to that Arsenal side. Think about what he will do to that midfield. Look, we all know that Declan Rice is an exceptional player, capable of so much more than we have already seen. And that is why this is such a good signing. That's why the £100 million on the scale of footballers being worth money, it's a bargain. Please don't take that out of context. I'm not belittling the amount of money. I understand what that level of money would mean to you and to me. 1% of that level of money would mean to you and to me. But on a footballing context, on a footballing scale, 100 million for Declan Rice, when you think about what other players are going for, Declan Rice on that scale is genuinely a bargain. And the reason he is a bargain is because he is already worth so much money. Knowing what he can do, he is already worth so much money. But what you're also buying with Declan Rice, because he's only 24 years old, and because he is so good, there is so much lurking within Declan Rice that is currently untapped. So you're also buying a load of potential. You're buying an elite footballer, an elite, proven, trophy-laden footballer, but you're also buying potential. It's a very rare opportunity. It's almost impossible that you can do that. Generally, when you pay 100 million quid for a footballer, it's a finished article. For example, if you were to buy Harry Kane for 100 million, you get an elite footballer, but you aren't buying potential because he has fulfilled his potential. We know how good he is. With Declan Rice, I think there is so much to be unlocked, so much more that he can do. Roy Keane actually said, didn't he? Roy Keane said, we need to see so much more from this guy. Guess what, Roy? We are about to see it. Arsenal are going to give him the platform to demonstrate just how brilliant he can be. And just think about what he did for West Ham. Think about what he did for West Ham in Europe last year. Do you remember the goal that he scored at London Stadium against Ghent? Do you remember? Picked the ball up in his own half. I think it was Paqueta got involved. Paqueta falls over. Rice picks up the ball in his own half. Drives into the heart of the Ghent defence. Turned one way, turned the other way, smashed the ball home with his weaker left foot. That is the kind of thing that is going to come to fruition massively at Arsenal. That is the kind of thing that we are going to see at Arsenal time and time again. And we've had a glimpse of it at West Ham, but that is the potential that I think Arteta will untap. Declan Rice picking the ball up, surging beyond defenders and smashing the ball into the net. I think we're going to see that an awful lot next season. Mikel Arteta has proved that he has the ability to turn players that maybe were a bit shy on the goal-scoring front into box-to-box goal-scoring midfielders. Granit Xhaka had a very good season last year, scored decent amount of goals. And Granit Xhaka doesn't have anywhere near the prowess, skill, silk, or ability of Declan Rice. So just imagine what Arteta will be able to do with him. Because I think up until now, Declan Rice, the perception around Rice, is that he's been perceived more of a combative, sort of defensive midfielder even. And the fact that he has the ability to play centre-half, that's being malleable is also going to be something that Arteta will benefit from, and, being versatile. But I think he's seen as being a defensive midfielder. And I understand why. He's resilient, he's powerful. His reading of the play has helped him become one of the best midfield disruptors in Europe. But he really is so much more. I think anyone who knows Declan Rice well, like one of my good friends, West Ham fan, some of you may remember him from way back in the day. His name's Rob Armstrong. Right, does some BT stuff, brilliant guy. When he talks about Declan Rice, honestly, it's poetry. He talks about him like he's in love with him. His Twitter feed today is emotional. But he's got a season ticket at West Ham. And he knows that there is just so much more. He knows that there's more driving runs, more decisive passes, more assists, more goals, more match-defining moments. And I think Arsenal have got all of that to come. He will bring so much to that Arsenal team. When you think about where the Arsenal team maybe lacked a bit last year, were they robust enough? Could you bully Arsenal? It's a genuine question. Could you bully Arsenal last year? Were there ever any examples where Arsenal potentially got bullied? Maybe Anfield? Maybe Man City every time they played them? Just beaten. Just over physical. Just being overrun in a physical way. Like the level of athleticism that Declan Rice will offer, the level of physicality that Declan Rice will offer, it's something that Arsenal were missing last season. It really is. And I think that Declan Rice will, him charging around their midfield, flying into tackles, they're going to be a far more imposing team. And off the pitch, if you think about what Arteta is trying to build, the way that Arteta likes to play, the kind of people that Arteta wants in his team, Declan Rice ticks all those boxes as well. Young, ambitious, strong leadership qualities. I think an English core is something that Arteta likes. So look, I think that Declan Rice is such a good signing, and for me is signing in the summer. Declan Rice is a person who I think represents the future of Arsenal. He's not the only one, of course he's not, but he's going to grow alongside an England teammate in Bukayo Saka. He's going to grow alongside one of the most prestigious, unpredictable talents in the league, in Gabriel Martinelli. He's going to grow alongside Martin Odegaard. Saliba behind him. I mean, they are capable of doing so much. And the Arteta foundations will be strengthened because of the arrival of Declan Rice. And I'm gutted. I am gutted. But this is the best signing that Arsenal could have made. Dear, oh dear. He would elevate every team. And Chelsea, I can't even bring myself to talk about it. Thank you for watching this video. Do you agree? If you do, please give it a like. Let me know. Do you think that this is signing of the summer? If you're new around here, my name's Rory. I talk about football a lot, and it would be my honour to welcome you into this community. So please do consider clicking that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ugh.